Sir, you are audible.
Okay. So I was asking, do you know what is B2B and B2C? Please reply yes in the chat box. Everyone? Okay, mostly I think people know it. Okay, what about others? So please, I don't have to tell everyone. Please make it interactive. Come forward to tell it. Otherwise, it won't be interactive with you all, and you won't be paying attention to it that much. Okay. So I think mostly knows. So let me tell what is B2B. B2 is business to business, and B2C is business to customer. So we will explain, elaborate further in the further slides. What is ITC? Do you know what is ITC? ITC is a company, I know that, but what is the full form ITC in the form of GST? What about others? Naman has given 5 by 5, that's why he know what is it. What about others? Others have given 2, some no idea. Okay, great. We will explain what is ITC and what is the meaning of ITC in the in GST. Then what are the types of GST returns? So there are 4 types of returns. We will explain what are the types of returns and how they are beneficial and what is the purpose of each type of returns. Then how to create a GST account. We will just show you a screenshot where you can create it, and then we will proceed further for it. Then what is nil GST filing and how to file a nil GST. Then last will be career paths in GST and taxation. I think mostly people will be curious on getting know how what are the career paths, what can we they do after GST and taxation courses and everything like that. And then how to get clients. This is the major part. How to get clients. Every you can do GST course from numerous sources, but how to get clients, how to get payments. This is the major part. We will go forward to it. Then first comes the overview of GST. Are you guys excited to get through the GST course, this webinar? Please reply yes in the chat box. Are you guys attentive? Give thumbs up. Great. This gives me enthusiasm also, like people are listening to me. Good guys. Do anyone know what is GST? Like full form everyone knows. Okay, what is GST? Full form goods and service tax. Great. What is the meaning of goods and service tax here? Why do we pay GST? Okay, so GST stands for Goods and Service Tax, a way of collecting tax. This is a way like people, government collect taxes from us when we do any purchase or any service or any sales via from company to company or from company to customer. So that is B2B or B2C. Anytime any kind of sale or purchase or service done is they government collect taxes. Okay, so I have a question in the slide in the link. When was the GST incorporated? So which year was the GST incorporated? Please type in the chat box. Great. What about others don't know? No. Okay, so maybe if no one, if someone are not knowing, maybe this is the kind of your GK question also. So in 2017 first July it was incorporated. So what was there before the 1st July 2017? What was the taxation system before this? So earlier there was a there were no GST, but there were different kind of taxes, that was VAT, service duty, and excise duty. So all these kind of were now considered in one, that is called GST. So earlier what was how it was done is any kind of sale or purchase or any kind of thing, there was a GST collection from, let's say, from A to B. A is a company, B is another company, and C is customer. From A to B, there was a sale or purchase. Then B to C, there was a sale or purchase. So every mode of transport, there was a every service or sale, there was some tax collected. But there was no system to get that previous tax incorporated again. So earlier GST was charged every time as a sale or purchase happening. It's not like there was no tax earlier. There were tax, but it was not a kind of GST. So what are the benefits of GST? Now, in the current sale or seller can claim this old GST amount from his purchase. So what this line means? Anyone understood? From the last line, from the current sale, the seller can claim his old GST amount from his purchase. No. So we will try to explain this in the later slides with an example. I have illustrated this much further. This is the kind of ITC that will be explained in the later slide. Okay, so just in a brief, I will tell you this. Let's say you purchase something from A company, to B company. There was some tax. From B to C, another tax was taken. But whatever the additional tax he has already paid while purchasing from A company, that is not taken care again. So this was taken care in GST. So what are the benefits of GST? We will explain here now. So with the GST, you now know from the website you can directly understand what are the GST amount that it needs to be taken from for any kind of item. Earlier there was nothing like a website or nothing like a gross amount. Anyone can take any amount of GST from you and they can just give it to government. Now it is completely under government thing that you have to take this much amount only. So this is taken care in GST with different different percentages for different type of products. Let's say it is if it is a FNGC product, then it is 5% only, and if it is a valuable product like cars or something like that, it is 28 or 18 in some cases also. So, but widely used GST percentage is 18% that you can take care. And GST ensures that only the correct tax percentage is taken from you, not the invalid tax. That is, earlier it can be anything, but now it is taken in a perfect way that is ensured through GST. Businessmen can claim a credit from the GST that they have paid, and they can use this as an offset that they collect on their sales. So this is a kind of ITC. We will explain this in a proper way in what is ITC and how can they claim back their GST in the offset. So do you know that GST can be filed in two ways, either monthly or quarterly? If you know, yes, gold is 3%. That is correct. And do you know GST can be filed in monthly or quarterly basis based on the sales and type of service? Reply yes or no. Like how many has seen their fathers? How many have businessmen in their family, and they might be filing GST there. How many has business? How many belongs to business families? Type B in the chat box. And how many are from service backgrounds? Type S. Okay, majorly are from service backgrounds. And how many here are people like they want to do something of their own? They want to start their business. Type MB. Who want to start their own business? Okay. What about others? I think others don't want to do anything else. Okay, I think majorly people want to do their business who are from parents are from service background. Is this correct? Okay, great. So first thing, I think if your people are from, if you want to get your own business, then you will be needing GST. I think this is a clear cut people everyone knows, and like mostly people, mostly everyone is like I want to go with private limited company. Okay, so let me tell you that GST is not mandatory everywhere. You can do your business if your sale is lesser than 20 lakhs. You can do business without GST, without private limited company or anything. If your sale is 20 lakh, you can ask your question when you will ask your query, Naman. Okay, you can write it down. Okay, you can do business if you are having a business or shop up to greater than 20 lakhs, then GST is mandatory. And if you want to get an online payment, like you, if you want to start a e-commerce website or something like that, then because the GST gateway, and if you want to do some delivery services, let's say you have some e-commerce and then you want to deliver something, there also you might be needing GST, because payment gateways and delivery services, they want GST in their portals. Without GST you cannot do e-commerce business because of payment gateway and delivery services. Or if you do you, anyone knows what is MSME? Reply yes in the chat box. It is medium and small scale industries. I think mostly will be knowing it. So if you want to register under MSME and get MSME benefits and other things like that, then you need a GST, because MSME also needs a GST. And also to open a current account or a business account, then also you need a GST. So these are the places where you need a GST. If you want a trademark, let's say you want to start a company and then you are thinking of getting a name or a logo registered, then you need a GST, because mostly it is a better practice, because it will be registered on that GST number or a PAN number. Now question rises, how, if you need everything, if you are going for a good business or something like that trademark, then how to get a GST? One thing is you can directly go to your CA and get your GST done easily. But what I want to do it myself, because I then what is it? First of all, choose a legal name of your business. First to choose a name. Let's say anything, ABCD company name. Then finalize your location. Then choose your location where you want to get it. GST is independent of the location, like it doesn't need a shop or something, it can be done on a house also. You just need a board hanging over on the location. If you are a self owner, then you don't need anything like that. But if you are renting a property or a shop, then you need a agreement with the owner that will be attached with the GST process. Then make a billboard and take some pictures with the shop and the board, and then upload it on the GST portal. Create an account on the GST portal. Links will be shared to you. Submit all these documents and then click on apply, and then keep checking the mails. In within 15 days, if no objection is there, then it will be allotted to you the GST number. Then you can start your business with the GST numbers. Yeah. Anyone having any questions? Yeah. Questions now you can ask if anyone is having till now. Full form of MSME is medium and small scale enterprise. It is not mandatory that only CA can do GST filing. Nowadays, even law students are also going into GST filings and taxations. So this is law and CA. Even you yourself, if you are not having any kind of degree, you can still file GST or get a GST. It's not mandatory that CA or any special authorized person can only do it. There is no restriction like that. Anyone, any question? Please do thumbs up if you are all getting it. Okay. So now comes the parts of the GST. It is categorized into three parts: CGST, SGST, and IGST. So what is CGST? Is central tax. The tax that is collected by the central government is called as central CGST. Then state government collected tax is state government SGST. Then if It is collected, all the tax is collected by the central government, or for interstate sales, then it is IGST. So let's understand this with a proper example. Suppose there is a shop in Haryana, that is 06 is the Haryana code for GST, and the product is under 18%. Then scenario 1, let's say a person purchase an item from Haryana only, then it will be 9% CGST and 9% SGST. So that means 50-50 is given to state and 50% is given to central. Okay. Now scenario 2 is if purchase is made outside Haryana, let's say it is made in Punjab or it is made in Karnataka, then CGST and SGST will be totally zero, and 18% will be given to SGST. So basically, if the sale is made in the same state, then 50-50 is given to that state, and then 50% is given to the central government. But if it is given outside that state, then completely it is given to central government. And but 9%, that is the state part, 50% state part, they have to claim, the state claims that from the central government. You guys got it? Any doubts on this? Is it clear? Reply thumbs up. See, if we monthly business is of 3 lakhs, then 3 into 12 you can do. So yearly it is going greater than 20 lakhs. I think you will be, you should get a GST. Okay. So I will explain again. So let's say scenario one is, you can you explain, Anisha Goenka, can you tell your state, or Rahul, can you tell your state? Bihar. Okay. Let's say Anisha, you have a business in Bihar, and you have a shop in Bihar. Okay, then someone come to you and purchase some goods from you. Okay, then it will be, and that good, let's say category is 8%. Okay, then your purchase will be in that city only, state only. So 9% will be given to the Bihar government, and 9% will be government to Delhi, that is center. You can say center is Delhi. So 9% will be given to Delhi, and 9% will be given to state government. But if let's say you are doing some online courses or anything like that, online, some online products is there, e-commerce you are doing, and someone from Karnataka, Rahul from Karnataka, gave you some order, then he is not from Bihar, but you are from, but your registered GST is from Bihar, then the complete 18% will be given to Delhi. Then the Bihar will go to Delhi, ask Delhi that Anisha has done some, given you the GST, 9% GST on Bihar part to the Delhi. Please give us back that 9% so that we can apply on our state. Is it clear now? Okay. Now, is this scenarios, two scenarios cleared? What is CGST and how the IGST and other things are applied? So while filing GST, these three parts are important. So you have to file the GST based on these three parts, whether the sale is from your state or sale is from which state, other state. Then you have to categorize your sale in the part of GST, SGST, and IGST, and then file this, all the three parts in the ITR, GSTR, GST return. Okay, so these are the important parts of the GST. Anyone, any doubts on this? So if you are, everyone got it, please reply thumbs up. So someone told me that they are from business background. Do you know that what is the percentage tax, GST tax, they are, your parents are paying? Anyone from the business background knowing that how much tax they are paying? 13%. Okay, what about others? No one else from the business background?
18%, sir.
18%. Okay, what about others? Okay, fine. And one more thing that is a major thing here, agriculture has no tax, so it's tax free. While preparing a GST bill, you have it's mandatory to enter the state or the complete address uh, of the buyer, so that they can understand that from which state or which state code, let's say Haryana 06, this state code this bill belongs to. Okay, so this is the mandatory thing in the GST bill. If you see any GST bill, then your address or something will be written in the bill, which we can claim. Otherwise, you cannot claim that GST bill. If you want to claim the GST bill, then complete address needs to be there. Now comes the what is B2B and B2C. So, but B2B is business to business. So, if any sale or purchase is done from business entity to a business entity, then it is called a B2B sales. That I think most of you already knew that. So in B2B sale, what is the benefit of B2B sale in GST perspective? GST can be claimed back by another business on his or her sale. So if let's say if you are paying some GST for another company, then another second company can claim his GST when he do another purchase, when he do another sale. So for this you need to file a GST 2, a GST R2, GST return 2. Next will be business to customer. When a sale or purchase is done from business entity to an individual entity, that is a customer, is called a B2C sale. GST cannot be claimed by the individual on his or her service. This is a customer thing. Customer cannot claim GST uh, because he doesn't file any GST there. So for this, if you are doing a B2C, for B2B, just keep this mind, for B2B sales, you have to file GST R2, and for B2C sale, you have to file GST R1. So firstly, you have to understand which category you lie in. Let's say example, you come from an e-commerce background. Let's you are doing an e-commerce business. Then mostly, I will say you have to file business to customer, that is GST 1R returns. And the from where you are buying this, let's say you are selling on Amazon, okay, and you are buying some decorative items, okay, from a wholesaler, and then selling to a customer on Amazon. Then when you are buying from, and you have a GST also, because for Amazon you need a GST to register. Then when you are buying from a wholesaler, then you can tell him that I have a GST, put the GST number, so that you can claim whatever GST he is giving you. Then to the customer, when you are selling it to the customer, you can claim back whatever the GST amount that wholesaler has taken from you, from the government back. This is ITC. So we will understand what is ITC now. So input tax credit. So this is mostly applicable to B2B sales only, majorly when you are doing from business to business and you have to claim back. So basically input tax credit is you have to claim back your GST what you have paid. Business can claim back the tax credit on his when they are doing offset. So basically what here is offset line is major word is offset here. So offset means you can subtract your GST that is already you have given to the wholesaler. Let's explain this with an example. This is a very good example. Just pay attention to it. Let's say Z is a business and buys a material from a X company. I gave you an example of Amazon. Amazon, let's say you are selling something on Amazon, your company name is Z, and you are buying a material to sell on Amazon from a X company, and that manufacture good and selling it to a Y individual and selling it to Amazon customers. So Z here is you, X is your wholesaler, and Y is your Amazon customer. So when you buy, let's say you buy some goods from a X company wholesaler, and he takes 100 GST from you. let's say an arbitrary amount, he takes 100 GST for you from you for the material that is sold by Z, because he will take some GST on his sale. So sold to Z. So X will take some GST from you for his sale. That is 100, let's say, and then the you just sell it to Y, the Amazon customer, and takes the GST 150. So you sell some product to the Amazon, and for that product you have taken 150 as a GST amount. That is 18% or something can be there based on the product or type. Then whatever the fine, so you don't have to pay 150 to the government. You have to pay 100. You have to pay just 50 rupees extra GST amount, that is 150 minus 100. 100 is your input tax credit. So what is ITC is input tax credit, that you the tax that you have already paid while buying the materials from a wholesaler or anything. A wholesaler is just an example. When you have already paid the taxes from a wholesaler and then you are selling it to a customer, the amount difference you have to just pay rupees 50 as a GST amount, that is 150 minus 100, because 100 is already paid by you while you are buying from a X, that is wholesaler, on the behalf of Z to the government, because X has already paid 100 rupees as a tax amount to the government on your behalf for selling his product to you. So this 100 is your input tax credit. You guys got it? Reply thumbs up, or if you have any doubt, please ask it. Is it really clear? No, notes will not be provided at the end of the meeting. There is a special thing that we will be telling you at the end of the workshop. So 100 will be your input tax credit on Z by X. So 100 is the input tax credit on your wholesaler that he is supplying the products to you to sell on Amazon. Are you guys paying attention? Like, is it clear? Totally clear? Are you guys listening? Okay. So what are the types of GST returns? Anyone knows the types of GST returns? Please reply yes or no. I have already told in the previous slide something. Okay, please tell what are the GST returns, if anyone know. What are the names of the refunds? The R means refund only. So GST refund. R means refund. So what are the names actually? So let's say you started an Amazon company in this month, but you are not getting any sales. Okay, you are registered on Amazon, but and got a GST, but you don't get any sale. Are you still liable to pay GST, or you have to, what you have to do? Any answer, please? If if there is no sale in any current month or a current quarter, do we need to file GST? If you don't know, please reply. I don't know.
Sir, please can you speak louder?
Uh, is it not audible to everyone?
Yes, sir, it's audible now.
Okay. So I'm asking a question here, that if there is a no sale in the current month, do you need to file GST still, or do you know you don't have to file the GST?
We have to file, sir, but it will be nil, sir.
Okay. So the answer is yes, you have to file it. It will be nil return. So if you have a GST, it's mandatory to file GST. It's mandatory. If you don't, if you don't file the GST, either it nil or anything what you are it is, then what is the anyone knows what is the uh, how much you have to pay to the government if you don't file the nil return? If you are not filing any, if you are not filing a nil return, 10,000. No, I don't think penalty. What is the penalty? Per month penalty, or per quarter penalty, or per year penalty? If you don't file the nil return, it is 100 rupees per day. As you increase the number of days, it will keep on multiplying. So if you don't file a nil return, it is 100 rupees per day, and if you don't file a normal return, then it is 1000 rupees per day. So if you are getting a GST, make sure that you really need a GST first thing, and if you are getting a GST, then you have to file it at any cost, or you can take withdraw your GST also if you are not in the need of GST in the later stage. Okay. So types of GST is nil return. First thing is nil return. How to file a nil return? We will show you how you can file a nil return. Then we have a GST 1R, that is for B2C customers. If there is a sale from business to a customer, then you have to file GST 1R. If it is from business to business, then you have to file GST 2R, and then cumulative you have to file a quarterly GST, that is GST R3B. So this is the majorly the GST is done on a quarterly basis. You have to file it monthly. If you are basically, if you are from B2B customer, if you are business to business, majorly you are holding business to business, then you have to file it monthly mostly. But if you are a B2C customer, if your business is a B2C, majorly like 90% is B2C, then you can file it quarterly also. And at the end of the quarterly, then cumulative you have to add up all the two and give it a GST R3B. This closes your quarterly GST return with this. So in this webinar we will just be telling about the nil GST part, that how can you file a nil GST. So we, for more advanced, this is a basic GST course, so the webinar. So to get a more detail on GST advanced course, we have we will be launching a GST advanced course. There we will be showing you how to file GST 1R, that is B2C, GST 2R, and GST 3B. So if you are you how many will be really interested in getting know, and we will be telling you the more in more details the input tax credit, how can you redeem the input tax credit, and what are the real significance of GST 1R, 2R, and 3B. How many are interested? Type interested in the chat box. And I am pretty sure there are much more in the in next slides that will be given in this course. I will be showing you the course details completely in this webinar at the end. How many will be interested? Reply. Fees and everything will be told at the end. It is definitely will be the minimum fees, because you all are students here, and there will be special discounts also. If you are guys are interested in the special discounts, reply special discount. But for that you have to register it right now only. I don't know when will the webinar end. If you are not interested in the webinar, then you can leave, but it mostly it will take half hour max. Okay, so let's proceed further. I will be telling you about this course in the later stage. So how first is how to create an account for GST. Just go to the website. The link. This is the link here. I am sharing you this link. So this is the link you guys can copy. Okay, so this is the registration link from where you can create account for the GST. Like where you from here you can create, you can file for GST, you can register for GST, and you can get a GST number. Everything will be done through this link only. And if you are doing for someone else, let's say from you are starting your own consultancy, then you can create a new GST account for that person separately. That is a better practice everyone do. Then you have to fill all the required details, the names, email address, phone numbers, everything like that. Then click proceed, and account will be created in some days. Okay. So creating account at GST is very easy. It's not a difficult task. Okay, you just need, so these are the basic details. If you see here, the PAN number, the email address, the phone number, the state, district, city. So this is done for the individual that needs the GST. It's not for you. Let's say if you are in the future you're going to start a GST consultancy company. What are the benefits? Can you ask it later, Rahul Kumar? I will tell you. I'm not understanding your question right now. So this is for if you're starting a new consultancy, then let's say a new customer comes to you and want to get a GST number, then you have to create a new registration with his name, number, email address. Okay, this is the best practice. Don't file it on your part, because PAN number and email address and phone number, everything will be that person name, and you have to enter the legal name of the business. That will be the name of the business you are taking. So guys, any question? Any question? Are you guys understanding everything? Reply thumbs up. Are others there or they are sleeping? Don't be a sleeping partner. Be a active partner. So any question, Rahul? You were asking some question. You can ask now. If account is created before, you can directly use that account. So it just that was just a account creation part. Anyone any doubts? If no doubt, reply no. Yes, Naman, you can ask your doubt. Naman, you asked that you have one doubt. Hello, Naman, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am there.
Yeah.
Sir, sir, I want to ask that is it I'm mandatory that only CA can file GST, sir?
No,
That GST rate filing?
no, it's not mandatory that CA can file. You anyone can file GST on their part. Let's say you are owning a business, then you can file your own GST. And let's say you are a law graduate, or you are just a BCom or MCom, MBA, anything. You can file a GST for anyone else. Basic thing is you know how to file GST. That is the mandatory thing.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anyone? Okay. So are you guys interested to know the how to file a nil GST?
Yes, sir.
More louder, everyone.
So what is the use of temporary reference number?
Sorry.
So temporary reference number that was in the previous slide.
Okay. Temporary reference number. So temporary reference number is when you are registered for a GST. I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you are doing for when you are registering for a GST, and then you have applied for a GST under some legal name and PAN number, then you will be given a TRN, that is temporary reference number. That is a reference number that you can check. I told you in that 15 previous slides also that you can, so you can keep you can after registering, then how will you understand, how will you track your progress? So this is a temporary reference number where you can track your progress, that where your account is under which state. Is it under some obligations in or some issues are there in the account, or in some issues are, but let's say you filed some photos you gave while registering for a GST, while getting a GST, then there is some issues in the photos that you are getting. So from where you will get this all details, some temporary reference number, it's kind of some acknowledgement number, you can say. With this number you can understand, or you can refer to that number and get your issue sorted.
So basically that is for just for tracking purpose of
Technique.
our GST filing.
Correct. After getting this is correct. Exactly. When you are applying for a GST number, then you will be given some temporary reference number through which you can track your progress.
And so, meanwhile, if we are creating our sort of a consultancy, so
Okay,
we need to register our consultancy, create its own
that's
PAN
not
number.
mandatory. That's
That is
when
not
you,
mandatory.
yes, because let's say you are running some consultancy, and then you are doing for some person, some identity, some individual. Then you can register. Then you can create a new GST account for that person itself, and under his name, everything details, everything on his only, and you can charge some of X amount, whatever you feel like doing that, from that person in your directly account number.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, but let's say that becomes, let's say you have 1,000 clients, then if your amount gets greater than 20 lakhs, then you need a GST. Before that, you don't need a GST.
Okay, okay, okay.
NGO don't need to file GST. NGOs are free of GST, free from GST. Let me tell you one more interesting thing. Even these political parties don't have to file GST, so you can join political parties if you don't want to file. Anyone? Any doubts? UTGST, I think this is a union territory. If it is a union territory, then it is used. I am not familiar with UGST. They might not be used much, but if you are living in a union territory, then it might be useful. Otherwise, it's not useful. If you are living in a union territory, then it will be applicable. Because I think union territory has their own taxation amount, percentages. That's why they have separate UGST. I have not heard much about UGST. What are the documents required to file GST? I already told those documents. So this is the documents I have already told in the how to get GST. So this is the part. Documents required are, choose the legal name of the business, finalize your location, create agreement with the owner. That is, agreement means like how many years you are going to stay there. Then create a billboard and some pictures. Take some pictures and upload those all these stuffs to the portal, and then within 15 days it will be given to you. To file GST, government has its own portal. You have to use that portal only. So, how to file GST? Not a nil return, normal return. How to file GST? That will be there is a separate course doing it. So you can join that course if you are interested in that. It is not a clear text software. We will not be using much software there, because software sometimes comes with a cost. Mostly the big companies, they are like, if they are having like lots of clients, 100,000, 2,000, to maintain their records and to file GST in a one go, they use those softwares. Otherwise, you don't need a software if you are running for yourself or if you are having lesser clients. Correct. Your GST will be registered on your PAN number, not Aadhaar card. PAN number is needed, and the firm name, and then the agreement, location agreement. No need of certificate of there is no need of certificate of GST, CA. Anyone can file that GST. There is no restriction in filing GST that it should be a CA. Anyone, it should be Indian citizen. This is the straightforward, I will say. Anyone, any further doubts? If it's clear, reply thumbs up. If this if this webinar is informative and it is clearing your contacts, whatever your doubts are, please reply good or something, so that it's motivation for me also. And if you have any doubts, please ask those doubts. Certificate will be given at the end of the workshop. Please guys, don't come for certificate. These certificates are of no use. I will clearly say this: certificates are of no use unless they are really good. This you do the course, that certificate will be definitely very beneficial for you. These webinar certificates are of totally no use. You get hundreds printed. I can give you hundreds of those certificates, but they are of no use in their CVs. I have built CVs of 100, 10 plus students, and I am clearly saying you this: it's of no use. They are totally waste of paper. Get some course, get some first ranking positions, get some uh, papers, research papers done, get some positions in some quizzes. All these are the good certificates that you can keep in your CVs. Otherwise, these attending webinars are of no use. There is no fees. GST registration is free of cost by the Indian government, and to get a GST also, that is also free. GST totally is free. You can file it for free. You can get it for free. You can register it for free. Everything is on the GST portal. It is free. If you are doing it by yourself, if you are doing it by someone other person like a CA or a law person, then they will charge the money based on their requirement. PAN card by firm name is not required. PAN card by firm name is required if you are filing a partnership deed. Then a PAN card with a firm name is required. If you are going with a proprietorship, then PAN card you already have. Then that is sufficient enough to start a company and get a GST number. Okay, are you guys interested for the nil GST filing? How to file a nil GST? Do thumbs up, guys. Show some enthusiasm. More likes. Okay. So nil GST filing. So first of all, you have to log into the GST account. I am considering that you have created this account already. Okay. Once you have created the account and your account is active, then you can just log into your GST account. Then in the intern dashboard, you can see it here. There is a option return dashboard. Go to that return dashboard, then click on the financial year that you are to file and prepare. Then we have to file it for GST 1R only, because there is no sale, no purchase is considered. Then you there is no need to file GST 2R. We will just file GST R1 return only, and then then go to the retired filing period. Let's say you are filing for September 20. This is 17 18. This is older picture. You can consider 23 24 year financial year, and then click on this current month. Then click search. Then a new below this line will be there. It's clear audible. It is audible and clear to everyone. Please reply thumbs up. Okay, then click. Then you can see there are three things: GST R1, GST R2, and GST 2 R2A. So okay, so you don't forget this GST R2 and GST R2A. These are not used when you are doing it for uh, nil filing. And also you can see the due dates. This is clearly mentioned in the due dates. What is the due date of filing? You have to file before this date, or else you will be penalized for the with the heavy duty amount. Okay, then click on prepare online button. Then this kind of thing will come. But because it is a nil GST, you don't have anything to claim, you don't have anything to input into, don't have anything to claim it back. Then you don't have to fill anything in this. Just go and do a checklist this, then click submit, and then again click submit, and then in the below button click on. There is two option with DSC and EVC. Means you have some special number, or you have to go with the OTP, Aadhaar linked OTP. Your PAN numbers are linked with Aadhaar numbers, so your PAN should be linked with Aadhaar. Mostly it is there when you're filing with the banks. They are linked with each other. You can link your PAN with Aadhaar on the Aadhaar portal also if it is not there. So SMS will be coming to your pan linked Aadhaar number. So you can click on this GSC or EVC. On that basis you can then it will be submitted, and in some days it will be accepted, and in this way nil GST is filed. So filing nil GST is very easy task. It is just a matter of 5 minutes. It is not a big deal. Okay. So, and uh, I have seen like people taking 1,000 rupees, 500 rupees, even 250, like based on your need. You can charge anything, any amount, based on the person you are giving the service. Is the nil GST clear? This nil GST.
So what is the full form of EBC and DSC?
Sorry, it's not audible.
So what is the full form of DSC and EBC? Their full forms.
Full forms, I'm not remembering the full forms. uh, I think this is electronic verification check, something electronic verification, or this is a direct SMS check, something like that it is. I'm not.
So sir, I guess we
Yeah.
need to go for the DSC one for the OTP purpose.
Yes, go with the DSC with for the OTP purpose. So with EVC na, you will be taken to the Aadhaar portal, and you have some. You might be already knowing that there is some Aadhaar virtual ID. Aadhaar virtual ID. With EVC, you need to
Yes, sir.
file the Aadhaar virtual ID, and then in that way it will work. And with DSC, it will directly go to your Aadhaar number, the OTP you file, and it will be filed. Okay. Anyone? Any doubts? How was this nil GST filing? I know it's very easy, and it ended in 5 steps only. But this GST 1 hour filing and GST 2 hour filing and GST 3B filing, they are totally very crappy. They are not that straightforward. You have to create files. You have to create a summary of all the sales and purchases, B2C, B2B. You have to get all the records from that person. Then you have to file it. It's not that easy. That is a tricky task. Nil filing is a very straightforward thing. It takes only 2 minutes. Other takes 3 4 days, because you have to prepare the files, and you have to upload all this in the GST portal. You have to even upload the invoices. For B2B invoices, you have to upload the B2B invoices. B2C invoices are not needed to be uploaded. You have to just keep it. If some officials came and ask you in the back, then you have to show them those files. Okay. So, do you guys want to know the career paths?
Yes, sir.
Reply career in the chat box. People are looking like down. Why are they down? Good. So career paths. So mostly you will be like curious, यार, what after doing GST क्या करूँगा GST करके? Okay, what is the need of GST? What are the benefits of GST? We have already discussed. Now, what is the career path that you can choose after GST? So you can start your own consultancy agency or anything, like you can file GST for others people. You can do freelancing. You can do on freelancing.com, upwork.com, other stuffs like where you can get the GST work, or you can ask your friends, your family members. They might be doing some, and they might be using some other GST person to file the GST for them, like all the stuff. But you can ask them and get those works with you. Then you can also apply it for corporate jobs. There are many companies in the metro cities. They file GST, like clear tax and everyone like that. Those are the corporate jobs. You can apply for those corporate jobs after getting the certificate, and knowing of the GST, how to get the GST, and like how to file GST. Then small enterprise, like say you are from Bihar, someone was from Bihar. So there are some local businesses near Bihar. Those file GST. Local small enterprises work under small business. You can work as a consultant in some small local business and get some good earning. Also, we are giving some part-time work. You can part work for few hours in your college, or if you're doing a job. We are giving you an offer with this course. that we will give you clients, we will give you part time work, and you do the work on the basis of your work need. We will give you some deadline, and then you have to complete that task in that given deadline. So but for that you need to enroll for this GST course, because without GST, knowing the GST, you cannot get the work, any work from anywhere. Then how to get clients, this is the major thing. This we will be telling you in the advanced course only, and we will giving you advanced part-time work also in that. So and we will make you join on our law minds panel, and give you paid projects. We are starting this GST, that's why we are starting the GST, and we are starting to get the GST clients. Are you guys interested to get this advanced course and get the clients and get part-time work? No, I don't have any problem with Bihar. India is all integrated. Okay, so someone was asking me about the course, and what is the fees of the course. So before understanding the course, let's understand what the course is. So what will be the benefits of course? Full details, insights of the GST, 24 hours, 24 cross 7 support will be there. You can we will be giving you hands-on experience on GST filing. We will be showing you like what is GST 2R and how to file GST 2R. See, GST2 file, what are the things GST file, GST2 or 3 or 1 or that you can find on the Google easily, and anyone can tell you. But how to file it is a very difficult task, and that we will be explaining you, and we will be giving you hands-on experience on that. Then we will be putting you on the Law Minds Freelancer GST panel, projects panel. We will be getting projects, and we will be distributing those projects among the person who is going to do the GST course with us. Get GST paid projects, 24/7 GST support, get access to Law Minds GST group. We will be creating a new group that will be for the freelancers. We will be sending you the projects there. Then we will give you we will be giving you special page in our law minds website that will be totally dedicated to you, that will tell your name, region, everything. That will be a profile page for you, and then you can share those profile pages on our law mind that to anyone in the world. For that we will be giving you full support. Ads will be running on your name, on our Lomind's name, on your name, on your Lomind's name, and we will be getting clients, and then we will be sharing those clients with you. We will be giving you profile page on with Lomind that you can share it with your clients. You can even advertise yourself by sharing those links to the clients, or sharing those links with the ads, and then you can get those clients on your page directly, and then you can earn with that clients. You will be getting a certificate of GST completion course with Lawminds. Chance they Now you get a chance to earn extra and get a extra payment after accept job also. This, and after getting this course, this will be enabling your new career towards owning your own consultancy, or if you are starting your own business, then you don't have to pay monthly 2000 or 3000 or 500, what is the amount they take for filing GST. You can file your GST of your own. We will be giving you 24/7 access to the GST support through our WhatsApp group. For any queries, you can directly contact us. We will be there to help you. So this will be a 1 month course. There will be four classes, totally 2 hours or 3 hours each, and it will be done on weekends only, taken in consideration about the work and the college schedules. Saturday or Sunday it will be done. Are you guys interested? No one interested. Everyone saying was saying interested earlier. Only one. Okay. So what will be the topics covered in that? Will be the that I already told, 1, 2, 3 GST, how to get clients, career options. In further details, we will also try to get your place in some good companies, if, by doing some tie-ups with the companies based on the GST course, and they will take interview with you, and if they like your then they can directly hire you. One more major point is what is invoicing. Majorly, most of you might be knowing, but some are not from the business background. They don't know how the invoice should look like, and how to create an invoicing, and what are the parts of the invoicing. So all these things we will be taking in this advanced workshop. What is the format of invoicing? How to apply the GST number registration? How to do the GST number? How to file the GST 1, 2 or 3B? Complete heads on the things. What is the significance? What are the GST 1, 2, 3, and how to get this input tax credit from the GST 2R? So, are you guys interested to know the price of the course?
Yes, sir.
Only one. What about the others? No one. I think everyone is down now. Guys, enthusiasm. It's going to end. Don't worry. We will just take 5 more minutes. Nothing more than that. Okay, the amount for this course is 1000. That is the base amount of this course. That is the best amount that no one is giving anywhere.